Welcome to the Yankee Stadium in the heart of New York for England's second match in the American Bicentennial Tournament. This is America's most famous baseball stadium, where the legendary Babe Ruth made his name, Joe DiMaggio too, recently remodeled at a cost of £50 million, 55,000 seats there, the home of the New York Yankees, who indeed have played 5 baseball games here already this week. The last of them only 24 hours ago. You can see it's a football pitch with a difference as England now face Italy in front of probably the biggest crowd they've had in this stadium this week. Two nations, of course, who will come face to face in World Cup qualifying games in the coming months. Let's catch up on the two teams. The England side, of course, they lost to Brazil last Sunday, most unluckily in Los Angeles, but 7 changes now from that side. No Kevin Keegan, who's being rested, and in fact has joined us in the commentary box today. No Jerry Francis, no Ray Clements, amongst others. First caps for goalkeeper Jimmy Rimmer of Arsenal, for Ray Wilkins, the 19-year-old Chelsea skipper, and Gordon Hill, the dynamic young player of Manchester United. As for Italy now, one change from the side to beat America by 4-0. The Italian side then with fullback Moreno Roggi at number 2. Otherwise, no, they've got Tardella there. In fact, it's Roggi who, in fact, will be playing at number 2. It's a side that is filled with great experience. Italy, in fact, have won their last 2 games against England, both in 1973. 2 of those players have been around since the 1970 World Cup. That fabulous goalkeeper there's Dino Zoff, who came into the side just after that tournament, and their skipper and number 6, the sweeper, Facchetti. So it's after a day in which the temperatures have been into the 80s in New York. A pleasant evening and a great evening for Jimmy Rimmer, playing his first game for England at the age of 28. He says, whatever happens to me now, they can never take that away from me. And England will be in the white shirts, attacking the goal to our right. So Jimmy Rimmer goes down to his end, and it will be Dino Zoff who has all the problems in the goal mouth at the other end, which includes the baseball diamond, and goodness knows how the ball is going to bounce off that. A quick word from Kevin Keegan. What did the players feel, Kevin, about the pitch?
Well, Brian, they were a little bit upset when they first saw it, but the major reaction was that we both got to play on it, Italy as well, and they're fairly confident. The spirit's great with the lads, fantastic. I think it'll cause problems, like you say, but the fact is it's new to them as well.
So Zoff there might have 1 or 2 problems.
Harry King of the United States. The alternate linesman, Gino D'Ippolito of the United States.
Butch Wilkins at 19, a tremendous night for him. He's had a good season leading Chelsea. And Gordon Hill on the far side, that dynamic Manchester United winger too, as we kick off. Italy in the blue shirts and white shorts, attacking the goal to our left. England in white with light blue shorts. Here's Causio straight away for them. Phil Thompson getting a touch to that, and it comes to Rocca, but charged down, and the first touch now for Gordon Hill. Well, given away to Capello. Causio offside. Luigi is there, and in fact, the crowd are shouting, but the whistle had long since gone. And so it'll be a free kick for England. A really sweltering day here in New York. Certainly so far as the temperature is concerned now, very, very pleasant conditions for playing. Here's Phil Thompson. England with a much weakened side against Italy. Don Revie obviously not wanting to show the Italians everything with this vital World Cup match against Italy coming up in Rome in November. But what a tremendous psychological advantage it would be for England if they can get a reasonable result here tonight. As Clement now nods that ball in, it's Bonetti who heads it away there towards Facchetti. Shannon couldn't quite get in. And a goal kick then to the Italians. The Italians a little surprised at the England team selection, and in fact their manager Berzo said the only player we really feared was Keegan, but we always respect any side that England puts into the field. Well, we'll see. Zoff with the kick. Pulici, the number 11. Dave Clement for England to Shannon. Little touch there. Little touch for Tony Towers. Pulici going in hard behind him. But Thompson floating it forward again. The Italians getting up well to get it away. Here's Clement once more. A foul that time by Tony Towers on Antagnoni. And a free kick to Italy. Fabio Capello with it. Here's Facchetti. Bonetti. To Causio, number 7. Swift challenge there by Mick Doyle. And an unfair one according to the German referee, Hans-Joachim Heiland, who also refereed the England-Brazil game last Sunday in Los Angeles. So a free kick then to Italy. Causio, the number 7. Antagnoni, the number 10, behind it. Antagnoni with a shot, a long one, but too high and too wide.
Shot taken by Antagnoni.
Jimmy Remmer, Manchester United, Swansea, where I'm sure he owed such a debt to Harry Gregg before coming to Arsenal. Roggi, Capello, Antagnoni, a long ball forward. Chance now coming on Graziani, but Phil Thompson covering very quickly. Phil Neal for England. A long ball now to Joe Royle. Trevor Brooking. England's throw. Brooking on that far side for a lot of width to England's game in Los Angeles on the left touchline, and could well be given the same sort of job here tonight. Wilkins playing it back a little bit short there for Doyle, but Doyle's a fighter and came through it, and there's Towers, and he's given that away to Causio. Now Bonetti breaking hard now, but a good interception that time from Phil Neal. A throw to Italy. Causio will take it. Bonetti. Causio. Antagnoni brought down right on the edge of the area by Mike Doyle. And a free kick. Dangerous position this, and they brought Facchetti up onto this far side. Should they float one to this big 6'2" defender? Joe Royle has come back to mark him, floated in fact towards him, and in fact it went just over and behind for the corner. Graziani with the corner, with the ball for the Italians. Antagnoni. Found a nice little yard for himself there, Rimmer only half punching it away, and England in a little bit of trouble there. Shannon passing it back, and Rimmer had to come out again, could be trouble. Causio! And just over the back of the goal there. Trouble of England's making from the word go. Mike Shannon, in fact, pushed it only half back. And Causio getting it across the face of that goal, but just behind the crossbar. Shannon's error in the first place, and Jimmy Rimmer but only half booted out. Clement winning it in the air. Here's Towers. Shannon. Nice touch there for Towers. And a little chip in there, but Italians getting it away again. But it can't be easy in that baseball diamond to judge the pace of the ball. Well, there's a bit of space now. Wilkins with a shot. just past the post. That could so easily have been the first goal for England, and a really glaring gap in that Italian defence. Very uncharacteristic of them. Phil Neal playing that ball through, and look at the space there for Wilkins, and look how close he was. Zoff with the kick. Foul by the number 2, Rogi,
from behind,
and a free kick to England. Thompson, a nice clip ball forward there for Dave Clement. Showing a lot of pace, but Facchetti stopped him that time. Antonioni, Facchetti. A chip forward again to Pulici. Capello. Grazione is waiting in the middle, and Doyle, it's a little too high for him, but Phil Neal was able to turn it back. Wilkins. What a brilliant start it would have been for him in his first international to have put England ahead here with something like 6.5 minutes gone. Wilkins planting it forward again, but a free kick. A foul there by Rogi on Wilkins. Neal. Ball chipped high towards Joe Royle. This is Bellucci, the number 5. Rocca. Benetti, Rocca, tremendous energy, this Rocca. He was all over the field last week against America. Calzio losing out there. Here's Gordon Hill, the first real taste of Gordon Hill that we've seen tonight. Shannon now, maybe a shooting position. Good pass here now for Towers. Good build up by England. Hill now looking for the angle, getting in a shot and a great save by Zoff. Good play again by England. Towers crossing it. Hill just looking to get it onto that left foot, and it called for a good save from Dino Zoff. And the ball out of play, not a bad start for England, Kevin Keegan.
It's a great start, actually. They're finding gaps where you don't think they exist in the Italian defences, and they're causing troubles. And Gordon Hill there, brilliant bit of play, brilliant. I think you find Phil Neal's got a bad one there. It looks a bit late, that tackle.
Well, Phil Neal is the one who's down and injured. And certainly there was as Don Revie, you can see in the background there on the touchline, giving an instruction to Mike Doyle.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. The Cosmos return to Yankee Stadium June 16th. Against Boston.
Fred Street, the physiotherapist there, looking at Neal.
Against Toronto. Tickets for these
England
games.
subs on the bench, 5 of them, of which 4 can play tonight. 4 changes can be made.
At the Cosmos ticket office. 75 Rockefeller Plaza.
Well, Phil Neal looks as though he's okay to continue.
And through Ticketron.
Not even a free kick for England. A throw instead. Here's Hill.
The injured player, Phil Neal.
Wilkins. Now Phil Neal back to Butch Wilkins again. Nicely floated ball here again. They're using Dave Clement well. That's a nice touch by him. Towers. And in fairness, it can't be easy for that Italian defence in that very difficult defensive zone. Ball coming off at awkward heights. Thompson floating another one in there. Hill couldn't control that one. Capello, Hill taking it off him. And a free kick.
Tripping.
Capello, the guilty one, a free kick to England.
Direct. Free kick.
Stadium has filled up remarkably, in fact, in the last 5 minutes or so. Floated deep there towards Thompson, but Facchetti was there. Facchetti again, giving it straight to Tony Towers. Now Pulici. Still in play. Capello, Antonioni, Rocca, Benetti, Rocca, getting themselves out well. Simple passing, played well. The long ball by Calzio, Benetti right up there. Doyle challenging hard and unfairly, according to the referee. and a free kick to Italy. 10 minutes gone, no score.
Dangerous charge.
This is the charge coming up now by Mike Doyle on Benetti.
Direct free kick.
Mike Shannon organising the wall and being pushed out of the way by the German referee. Causio is the little man over the ball. He'll float one towards one of three players, Capello, Graziani and Pulici on this side of the England penalty area, but it's Phil Thompson who gets it away. Paquetti played wide and intercepted nicely by Clement. They've been a bit surprised by Clement's ability to come forward at so much pace. Hill making a great run through the middle, and in fact it was Rocca in the end who got it away. Paquetti to Rocca. On for Capello. Antonioni. Free kick.
Tripping.
Sardina's off, who's had one or two problems. So Capello with his free kick for Italy. Antonioni. Again, a good interception by Dave Clement. Very positive defensive play we've seen from him in this opening 12 minutes.
Roggi.
Capello. Again, Clement in very quickly indeed. This is Bellugi right back there, nodding it to his goalkeeper Zoff. Past the pitcher's mound, which in fact is levelled off for this particular occasion. Neil getting a touch to it. Here's Brooking, back to Phil Neal again. Hill. Back for Neil, but a free kick given.
Charging from behind.
Neil with the kick. Floated high again towards Shannon, but a little too high for him. Now Shannon, now Brooking. Benetti after him. Oh, Benetti did very well indeed there, Brooking, to beat Benetti, and Zoff again, a good catch under the challenge from Joe Royle.
Saved by Zoff.
Good cross there by Brooking,
Zoff.
and Zoff again under pressure from Joe Royle. Here's Brooking again, back for Neil, played for Brooking. Neil again. Now for Thompson. Here's Clement. Roggi got that away. Wilkins to Shannon. Butch Wilkins again. Paquetti's there. Antonioni beaten by the bounce. Wilkins chipping it away again, but a throw to England off Graziani.
Throw in. Clement.
Well, a free kick. I think probably that's the Italians. It's given it to Italy, claiming that Shannon was presumably hurling himself at Roggi. And Capello with it. Now Graziani. Clement. So in the opening quarter of an hour, so far so good for a weakened England side against what is basically the best side that Italy could put out. Tony Towers to Mike Doyle. Oh, and he's given it away now. Here's Causio for Italy. Played there for Graziani. A chance now for Italy, yes! Graziani the scorer, and England only themselves to blame. Here's how Mike Doyle lost it. Pulici was in on him. The ball falls for Causio. A nice accurate pass here for Graziani. And as Rimmer comes out, that's 1-0 to Italy. 16 minutes gone. Kevin?
Well, you can't allow for mistakes. I think Mike will accept the fact that he miscontrolled that, and the Italians don't need chances like that. They stick them away pretty well, as the number 9 did there. He took it very well.
Certainly after England had played so promisingly in the opening quarter of an hour. Well, as we've said before, it really is a test of their character now. Certainly there's a vast Italian population in New York, and they've got, I should think the Italians have got 9/10 of the support, if not more, here in the Yankee Stadium tonight. Virtually a home game for them. Jimmy Rimmer with no chance at all there. Royals header. Bellugi. Graziani. Benetti. Bellucci. Clements shrugging him off. Bellucci coming back, a bit of shirt tugging there. The Italian crowd didn't like it, and I think the referee will be influenced enough to say it's a free kick. To me, up a 6-1, half a dozen of the other. As we look at it again, the Italian went in hard there, I think probably fairly. Dave Clement doing a bit of pulling, and quite rightly a free kick. Really incensed the Italian section of this big crowd, though, in the Yankee Stadium in New York. Clement, back to Jimmy Rimmer. Thompson, finding Wilkins. Here's Doyle. Grass is very thick there. It's a very, very difficult pitch for them to play on. It's a little longer than they're used to, and it's a little thicker than they're used to. The run of the ball might deceive them quite a bit, and maybe if you give him the benefit of the doubt, it may just have deceived Mike Doyle there when he gave the ball away. This is the goal again. Graziano the scorer. Now Causio. Now Capello. The Italians really taken heart from that goal. Benetti. Oh, Clement didn't get there. Graziani did 2-0. Well, the long cross there completely fooled the England defence. Over the head of Dave Clement it went. Causio, the little pass forward. Here's Capello. There's the cross coming in a moment. Phil Neal is the man who is trying to turn him down. Causio's cross just beating Dave Clement, and Graziani there, 2-0. England's throw. Towers with it. Playing all the tricks now. Antonioni. A long ball towards Bellucci. Wilkins. The long ball away to Gordon Hill. But Rocca there. And it'll be a throw to Italy.
Rocca.
Foul throw, or maybe not taken from the right place. Not taken from the right place. Rocca with it. Benetti. Capello. Antonioni again. Graziani waiting in the middle.
Throw in. Antonioni.
Capello. Antonioni. A little chip there towards Bellucci. Now Towers for England. Here's Wilkins, played forward first time to Royal. Back for Wilkins again. Hill. Antonioni to Rocca. Capello. Rocca. Antonioni. Oh, arrogant little chip there, but it was Phil Neal who cut it out for England. Here's Causio. Pulici. Stopped by Clement. Here's Benetti. Graziani, already 2 goals to his credit. Benetti. Roggi to Graziani. Benetti. Palucci. Pushed everybody now into that England half of the field. The long ball coming forward towards Capello. Phil Thompson winning it in the air. Clement. Towers. Roggi, but that's Shannon. Roggi again. Benetti taking it off him. And Antonioni getting there a fraction before Gordon Hill, and then finding Rocker with a lovely pass. Towers. Wilkins. Shannon trying to turn it for Brooking. England's throw.
Throw in.
And Trevor Brooking with it.
Brooking.
Clement. Thompson. Pushed a few forward now ourselves. Royal unable to win it in the... Oh, he has though. Hill trying to turn it back. It's against a really tough fullback there in Rocker. Antonioni. Causio. And a good, strong challenge there from Tony Towers. Here's Wilkins. Towers now to Phil Neal. Here's Doyle. No, Wilkins carrying on with it. Towers. Doyle. Thompson. Doyle again. Flip forward again towards Shannon. Brooking coming in. Hill is right there too. Brooking trying to lay it on there for Towers. A screaming shot, but it's wide. When England so badly want a goal to get back into this game. Looked as though something was in the making there, but it never really materialized. So Dino's off with his goal kick for Italy. Wilkins. Towers. Flick forward towards Shannon. Capello. Now, a chance maybe for Royal to pot one. Through the legs of everybody, and it could so easily have gone. Wilkins. Chip forward again towards Joe Royal, getting up well. Rocker getting it away. Palucci. Now Capello.
Throw in. Capello.
Graziani. Antonioni. Bit wide there for Pulici. Neal is with him still, Pulici, but the England defence covered up well there.
Throw in.
Causio with the throw.
Causio.
Antonioni, a little back flick. Antonioni again. Player with beautiful skills. Oh, onside. He's okay as Causio. There's the floated cross towards Pulici, and Dave Clement just getting a touch to it. Benetti. Antonioni. Benetti again. Phil Neal on the far side, nodding it down. Graziani. Good ball there, well played there for Causio. And then given away to Mike Doyle. Kevin Keegan?
They're so good, the Italians, at running off the ball, it's untrue. I mean, there was nothing on really there, but they go into this space and they make each other's minds up for him. And I think this is where they got the edge at the moment, because the lads are doing brilliant. up to a point, up to the edge of the box, but they certainly don't need 2 looks at the goal, do they?
Now it's Royal. And a free kick to England. So the score,
Direct.
with about 26 minutes gone now, England 0, Italy 2. Both goals scored by Graziani, the Italian number 9. But a free kick to England. Some 26, 27 yards out. Trevor Brooking and Gordon Hill behind it. A little touch maybe from Brooking for Hill. Now Hill trying to get it onto that left foot. Does so, and Zoff had to go down again. Well, it's the shooting of Hill that has caused Zoff most problems tonight. But now Benetti bringing it away to Capello. Chipped in again for Graziani. Pulici almost must have felt that was a chance for him until Dave Clement got his head in the way. And a bad pass. Causio coming in quickly to pick it up. Here's Benetti again. Stopped well, though, by Butch Wilkins. Brooking a lovely pass now to try and get Gordon Hill on his way. Another good pass by him to Mike Shannon. Really attacking when they can, but that pass going astray and giving Towers no chance. But they're really going for this Italian defence. Paquetti now to Antonioni. Capello. Causio. Wilkins. Well, he's obviously in no way intimidated or overawed by the occasion. He's played well so far, Butch Wilkins. Doyle. Now Phil Neal. Belugi's header away. Antonioni. Nice touch there for Rocca. Here's Causio. The long ball forward, and Rocca, the fullback, has continued his run. Scored one of the goals last Sunday. Puts in a lovely cross there that Clement really had to stretch to turn behind for the corner.
Corner kick.
So coming up to half an hour, Italy leading
Franco
2-0 and a corner for them.
Causio. Corner kick. Causio.
Causio will take it. Capello's in there. Rocca's come right in there. It'll come towards Capello, but in fact it was a good, safe catch there by Jimmy Rimmer.
Saved by Rimmer.
Neal. Doyle. Brooking. Doyle planting it forward again. And Roggi, the fullback. Antonioni, Paquetti, Causio on this side of the field. Crowd enjoying this short, accurate passing. Good control and a seeming lack of concern. Get themselves quite easily out of tight defensive situations. Here's Capello. Benetti. Flick for the outside of the boot for Causio. Clearly he's going to be a player that England will have to watch very closely in these World Cup qualifying games. So indeed is Pulici on the ball at the moment. 25 goals in the Italian league last season. Causio again, turned inside rather blindly though. And there's Brooking back to Jimmy Rimmer. Mike Doyle. England still these 2 goals down, but here's Towers. And Benetti in quickly. Causio, the touch to Capello. The little chip to the number 10, Antonioni. Capello. Antonioni. Whoa! might just curl in there
Shot taken.
from this golden boy, the number 10, Antonioni.
Antonioni.
Curling all the time, worrying Rimmer, but then in the end going wide. Thompson, beaten by Graziani. Pulic has gone belting through the middle. Clement is the player backing off. Here's Pulici, looking for a left-foot shot.
Shot taken by Palucci.
Kevin?
Well, the thing that amazes me is this is so unlike an Italian side. They're willing to go at people and cause problems. They usually sit back and try and catch on the break. Very impressive so far. Good side.
Remembering, of course, that it is a side that the Italians have been able to keep together for the last 3 or 4 internationals. England playing a very inexperienced side. In fact, less than 20 caps shared between 9 of the 11 players on duty there today. Only Shannon and Brooking have had real international experience. The sad thing being that England started their own downfall with the mistake by Mike Doyle that led to the opening goal that gave the Italians so much heart after England had played well for the opening quarter of an hour. Here's Towers, though. Who can say what a difference a goal might make if only England could snatch one. Well, Hill's going in there and England have got a corner.
Corner kick. Gordon Hill.
And it'll be Hill with the corner. And Zoff with the catch. Fabio Capello. Graziani. Facchetti coming forward. And almost getting it through there. Oh, Facchetti, who's the sweeper. It's almost against the Italian rules for him to cross the halfway line, but he was certainly belting through there into the towards the England penalty area. As Kevin said, they are, unlike a lot of Italian sides, they really are coming to the side and attacking them. It's a tremendous stadium, which, in fact, 10 minutes before the kickoff, looked pretty empty, but my goodness, it's filled up now. Something like a 45,000 crowd here. A free kick to England taken by Trevor Brooking. Hill trying to turn it back again. Doyle. Chipped again towards Gordon Hill, but Zoff again. Those immaculate hands.
By Zoff.
Causio. Berlugi. Into his throw.
Berlugi.
Oh, a cheeky little flick there from Berlugi. Causio. Cut out by Doyle. Brooking. Nice touch there by Brooking, and a lot of space here for Clement. Played on for Brooking again. Bonetti challenging him, a good cross there by Brooking. And Royal could make nothing of it on the far side.
Throw in.
Brooking showing some brilliant touches there, getting to the byline and curling in some wicked-looking crosses. Causio. Well, the Italians got 2 fairly early goals against America last Sunday, and then sat back on the lead, and Parisi being caught, became a little complacent. Well, I fancy if they become a little complacent tonight that England might shake them once or twice. Here's Graziani. Roggi. Capello on the far side. Given away to Wilkins. Now Neil. Wilkins as England come forward again. Swept wide again for Brooking. Clement. Brooking, very little chance really of getting that return pass, but it's England's throw.
Throw in. Brooking.
Capello. Benetti. The long, searching ball, hoping to find Pulici, but here's Phil Thompson. Shannon really having to dart for that one and get it back to Thompson. Wilkins showing good self-control again, and a nice little pass coming to pick it up again from Clement. Nice little chip forward this time towards Brooking. Graziani, Causio. Rocca's gone up on the outside. It's Graziani at the moment, though. Antonioni. Antonioni's little chip, Pulici. Cut out, though, by Neil for England. Royal, Shannon, the touch, and now maybe a chance for England. An England goal, anyway, from Gordon Hill. But he was crowded out right at the end by those Italian defenders. And Shannon can play it back again, but again the gap was there rather surprisingly. Towers crossing that one in. Soft, again catching him. Causio. Thompson. About 7 minutes to go to half-time. Dave Clement. Still got it across there. Dangerous one as well. Wilkins hit first time and nodded away by Bellucci. Causio just keeping it in. Well, that didn't look a trip to me. But it's a free kick to the Italians. Both the linesmen are Americans. The referee from West Germany. Here's Pulici. Stopped by Phil Thompson. Antonioni. Benetti up outside him, pushing their midfield players up well into very strong attacking positions as Benetti is here. Toss now, and look at the space here for Causio. Good control on his body and on his head, and a shot! But Rimmer got behind. Causio again. A cross that is this time behind the goal. A goal kick to England. Good, lovely control there by the Italian number 7, Causio. And a shot, really, that Rimmer, I don't think, could have seen, or at least he didn't judge particularly well. Neil for Royal. Royal really has had little change at all from Bellucci and Facchetti. Wilkins. Antonioni. Brooking attacking him and winning it. Towers battling away there. And Benetti claiming he got an elbow in the face. As Wilkins finds Phil Neal. There's the shot. Facchetti getting it away. Causio being challenged by Towers from behind. Antonioni. Graziani. Referee getting in the way, giving England the ball with Philip Neal. 5 minutes to half-time. England 0, Italy 2. Neal's header. Wilkins. Well, he was a little too slow there, a free kick. Not had a bad first half, Butch Wilkins, Kevin.
He's given one bad ball, he's been absolutely brilliant. I think he's not trying to do anything he can't do, he's just played his normal game like he does for Chelsea. And for me, he's been the man of the first half for England. He's done everything right. Had a great first half.
Now the ball back with Zoff for Italy. Both their goals coming from Graziani, their number 9. And it's Graziani challenging Phil Thompson for that header there. Clement. Towers. The long sweeping ball for Trevor Brooking. Benetti pursuing him out there. Oh, and Brooking's got past him well. The early cross coming in, and Rogie getting it away. Wilkins, a nice little touch once more to Tony Towers. The early ball going in again. Shannon trying to turn it there towards goal. And Don Reilly,
Mike Shannon.
it's something to ponder. What a pity that England lost those 2 goals in quick succession, because so much of their play really has been quite promising. Always allowing for the fact that it is very much an inexperienced England side, as I've said before, against what is virtually the best that Italy could put into the field.
Your attention,
The Italians
please.
clearly wanting to win this
Ladies and gentlemen,
bicentennial tournament very
Signore
badly. They won their opening match 4-0 against
attenzione.
America, and they have a match against Brazil to come.
The
Just indeed
scoreboard
as England have one
clock
match to come against
is
America
not
and Pele
official.
on Monday in Philadelphia, which again
Thank
you'll
you.
be able to see on Monday night on ITV at 10:15. England against America, which will include Pele. A free kick then to Italy, which Causio will take with 3 minutes to go to half-time.
Causio.
Coming in towards Polici. Here's Graziani, no control and a throw to England.
Throw in.
Capello. Rocca. Played for Causio. Now for Rocca, a brilliant break here by the fullback now for Italy. Across the goal there. Polici, oh, and it was saved there by Dave Clement for England right at the last. England caught wide open there. A tremendous break by this number 3 Rocca. He has tremendous energy, seems to be everywhere. Phil Thompson was in a fix. Polici was coming up fast, and in the end, Dave Clement put it behind.
Corner kick.
So a corner then
Signore.
to Italy. Nodded away by Wilkins. Benetti. Bellucci. Towers in first. Royal, who really hasn't been able to get anywhere in this half. Antonioni now versus Dave Clement. Still Antonioni, a good cross by him as well, under a lot of pressure, but Phil Neal now for England. Wilkins. Again the simple pass, played accurately and well for Trevor Brooking. Towers. Brooking trying to go hard up on the outside. Towers with a shot, took a deflection and needed a good save. Causio. Leach is the man who's right up there. Last seconds of the first half now. Still Polici. Towers. Now Brooking. Shannon. Paquetti quite easily able to get that one away, but then surprisingly giving it back to Shannon. This is Rogie. Antonioni. Wilkins. Hill. And now Shannon. Really attacking though. Oh, he's got a chance of a shot here, Shannon. In the end, Paquetti stopped him. Great break there though by Shannon. Really going at that Italian defence again. But here's Rocca doing just the same thing to England. And Doyle had a chance to get it back to Rimmer, but there must have been a foul by Neal on Rocca. One number 3 on the other.
Holding.
Free kick to Italy. In injury time now at the end of the first half. Antonioni. Capello. And England heading it away again with Dave Clement. Here's Brooking now. This could be a good break for England. Towers. It's already played a minute of injury time. Clement now. Push forward again. Through to Zoff. Referee checking with both his linesmen that the 45 minutes are up. And so Italy go in at half-time, leading by 2 goals to 0. Both scored by Graziani, the number 9. A quick half-time summary from Kevin Keegan. Kevin?
Well, I think the score reflects about the superiority of the Italian side. But having said that, I think the lads have played some great stuff, and they caused their own problems early on, and they've suffered from that ever since. And I think the boss will be pleased with them. I think they've done really well. But like I said, this Italian side, they've amazed me. They want to attack. I can't believe it.
So as Dino Zoff, who's been probably under more pressure and had to have more saves than Jimmy Rimmer at the other end, goes in with the Italian team. A half-time score in the Yankee Stadium here in New York. England 0, Italy 2, and we'll be right back with you with the second half of this bicentennial game.
The Cosmos return to Yankee Stadium June 15th, correction, June 16th against Boston, and June 18th against Toronto.
My words for the opening, London, coming through again, sound only. Sound only. I'll go ahead in 5 seconds from now.
At the Cosmos ticket office, 75.
Welcome to the Yankee Stadium in the heart of New York for England's second match in this American bicentennial tournament. And this is America's most famous baseball stadium, where the legendary Babe Ruth made his name, Joe DiMaggio too, recently remodeled incidentally at a cost of £50 million. 55,000 seats, and the home of the New York Yankees, who indeed have played 5 baseball games here already this week, the last of them only 24 hours ago. Now England face Italy here in front of the biggest crowd they've had in the stadium all week. 2 nations who later come face to face in World Cup qualifying games. First the teams then. England, who lost to Brazil unluckily in Los Angeles last Sunday. 7 changes from that side. No Kevin Keegan, he's being rested. In fact, he's here with us in the commentary box. No Jerry Francis, no Ray Clements amongst others. First caps for goalkeeper Jimmy Rimmer of Arsenal, for Ray Wilkins, the 19-year-old Chelsea skipper, and for Gordon Hill, that dynamic young Manchester United winger. As for Italy, 1 change from their side that beat America 4-0 last Sunday in Washington. It's at fullback where Borino Roggi comes in at number 2. Otherwise, a side filled with great experience. Italy, in fact, have won their last 2 games against England in 1973, and 2 of their players have been around the side since the 1970 World Cup. The goalkeeper, regular since just after the 1970 games, Dino Zoff, and of course their skipper, Facchetti, the number 6. The referee in the Yankee Stadium tonight is Hans-Joachim Wieland of West Germany. London, that was the sound piece. Now we want to do a piece for an inject at the opening of World of Sport. I don't know whether Bob wants to give us the girls in the middle. Say again? Do you want me to do this thing for World of Sport now? They're changing reels. Go ahead now. Yes, Dickie, and you'll be coming across to me at the Yankee Stadium in the heart of New York for the second match of England's American tour. As you can see, we've football American style here with the cheerleaders and the marvellous girls in the centre of this Yankee Stadium. England can really have played, I think, in such strange or magnificent surroundings, the home of the New York Yankees baseball team. And you can see the highlights of their match against Italy. As Dickie says, it comes up at around 3:30 in World of Sport. better start to just before the kick-off, Robert. Yeah, okay. What's it like up there on the moon? That's what you sound like.
Attenzione. Please do not go on the field. We request that you stay off the field. Thank you. Return to Yankee Stadium on Wednesday night, June 16th, to play Boston, and on Friday night, June 18th, to play Toronto.
I'll go ahead in about half a minute from now, lads.
At 75 Rockefeller Plaza and through Ticketron and charges.
I'm going to talk about Mick Mills first, Bobby.
Friday, June 18th.
Pardon?
Will be poster night
all right,
here at Yankee Stadium when the Cosmos play Toronto. The first 5,000 youngsters entering the stadium will receive a color poster of Bob Bigby, courtesy of the U.S. Navy.
There are still photographers on the field. I'll go ahead then in 5 from now. Welcome back then to the Yankee Stadium here in New York, where England have made 2 substitutions. There's the half-time score, England 0, Italy 2. Joe Corrigan of Manchester City comes into goal. No reflection whatsoever on the goalkeeping in the first half of Jimmy Rimmer. It was decided before the game should start that both goalkeepers would have 1 half each. So Joe Corrigan takes Jimmy Rimmer's place, and in the defence, number 14, Mick Mills of Ipswich comes on for Phil Neal, who had a knock early on. England then 2 goals down, attacking the goal to our left. Here's Dave Cummings. Shannon.
Midfield.
Towers. And a free kick. The Italians have made no substitutions at all. Here's Trevor Brooking. That free kick certainly was taken quickly. Royal. Now Royal with a chance. Oh, it's there by Shannon. England have got back into the game inside 30 seconds at the start of the second half. Mick Shannon, skippering England for the first time, is the man who scored it. Brooking with that quickly taken free kick. A delightfully floated centre. Royal here had a chance. Zoff performed miracles there in goal, but it came out to Shannon, and Shannon finished it off. England 1, Italy 2. Mick Mills, the other England substitute. Oh, that's a marvellous start to this second half for England. Now it's Italy again through Causio. Brooking plays such a big part in that goal, and England now coming hard at the Italians. Here's Gordon Hill in a bit of space. Brooking making a great run down the left again. Still with Hill as he chips it in, but straight through to Zoff.
Shot by Gordon Hill.
Now Pulici.
Throw in.
And Thompson back to Joe Corrigan in the England goal, also making his first England appearance. Brooking. Hill. I'm going to make them remember my name, Gordon Hill was telling me earlier today, and he's shown a bit of style there as Towers that time pulls Zoff into action, and a corner given. One or two nice jinking runs there by Gordon Hill. He's never lacked an atom of confidence, and he had plenty of it talking to him in the hotel earlier today. About to take this corner on the far side for England. Said they may fear Kevin Keegan, but I'm going to make them remember my name as well. Thompson there, we had a goal! Thompson! And Gordon Hill takes this corner now for England. Remarkably back in this game. Phil Thompson, number 4, a mighty leap. And somehow it threaded its way through, past Zoff, into the goal. We've had 3 minutes of the second half, and England have stunned the Italians in the Yankee Stadium. England 2, Italy 2, the second goal from Phil Thompson. It might have taken the merest deflection on the way, but the credit clearly must go to the big Liverpool number 4. Well, that is absolutely astounding. Kevin Keegan.
Well, we can ask for a better start. They did brilliant. Phil took that great. I think Zoff was expecting deflection from Joe Royle, and it caught him off his guard. But great start to the second half, and now we've got ourselves a game here, definitely.
Not only a game, but a great... Belushi there was, I think, having an attack on Brooking, and the referee's gone across to see what that's about. Certainly, if England can keep up this sort of pressure and this standard of play with what is an experimental and a much weakened side, a tremendous psychological boost as they come towards the World Cup. Now tied at 2-2. Paquetti, the long clearance. Mike Doyle hoping to get underneath this one. And now here's Shannon. Royle. Brooking. Well, I think we've got to look for one or two challenges off the ball. There was one there by Belushi on Royle as well. I think not only commentators, but England players as well would need to have eyes everywhere. Here's Paquetti. Rogi. Stopped by Wilkins. Here's Shannon. There's the early cross towards Joe Royle. Mills coming in, but he slipped. Belushi again. Hill after him. Well, a game that looked really lost as far as England were concerned at half-time. Now has great possibilities, but here's Capello leading it out for Italy. Mills with the header. Brooking with the header. It'll come through to Gordon Hill if he can... Well, that looked to me as though Benetti was up to his tricks there, and if anything should have been a free kick to England. And in fact, it's gone to the Italians, and here is Benetti. There's his cross going in, and it was Tony Towers who had to turn and get it away. Shannon with a touch now towards Wilkins. What a good game of football we've got now in the Yankee Stadium here in New York. Clement. Shannon. Doyle. Brooking. Didn't quite get it, but a foul given and a free kick to England. Benetti, never the number 4, never known, not just the number 4 for England there, Phil Thompson, Bonetti never known really for too many niceties in the game. He's a very hard tackler indeed. And here's Clement. The little chip through, Balugi getting it away. Here's Trevor Brooking. Joe Royle there, backing in, and it might come for Hill. And England really had them worried there again for a moment. Rocker now, the fullback. Causio. Oh, this looks dangerous now, Felici. And stopped well by Phil Thompson. So reliable again in that England defence. But the gap was there, and that was a little alarming. It'll come for Bonetti. Causio. Paquetti. Chip through again, and Brooking right back there. Ball back with the massive Joe Corrigan. Paquetti. Bonetti. Towers in and winning it well. Well, Tony Towers had a disappointing home internationals early on, but he's really picked up again here in New York tonight. And here's Towers again. Shannon. Brooking. Royle is away on the far side there. Gordon Hill's coming to the middle. Shannon's there too! And goal! Shannon! 3 goals in 8 minutes, and England go into a 3-2 lead. The second goal for Shannon. There's the long cross coming in, a beautiful run off the ball by him. Beautifully placed, through the legs, I think, of Zoff. Incredible, that is. 3-2 to England. Don Revie running on the pitch there for a moment. I think he can hardly contain himself. Mike Shannon, his second goal. England's third. Kevin Keegan.
Well, that was a piece of world-class finishing and running off the ball by Mick Shannon. A great cross, but he ran from nowhere. He made the first pass out wide and then finished it off. A great goal. Great goal.
And England in first again. Clement. And here we come now through Joe Royle on the far side. Little Gordon Hill's made a tremendous run, and Shannon's getting in on the far side again. Hill's right in there with a header. Shannon challenging Zoff, and Zoff got it that time.
Saved by Zoff.
Well, not a lot of emotion on that England bench, but an enormous amount of satisfaction too. That time, Rogi getting in there, and Hill's header not having really enough power to trouble Zoff too much.
Last goal by Mick Shannon.
Causio, that's Joe Corrigan's ball. Tipped it away though. Oh, corner.
Corner kick.
So, Causio with the corner for Italy. Gordon Hill now for England. A long ball that sends Joe Royle on his way on the far side. Clement. Brooking. Oh, and there's a foul on Brooking and a free kick to England. The Italian bench looking a little dumbfounded by it all, as indeed are thousands of Italians in this New York crowd. There was the challenge, and a fairly crude one again by the hatchet man Bonetti. Now England with Tony Towers. Wilkins, Towers, Shannon again, the backward glancing header, but that'll be Zoff's. Mike Doyle's header. Phil Thompson, Causio, Capello. Joe Corrigan calling for it, and Phil Thompson taking no chances at all. Shannon racing across there to keep the ball in play. Towers. Brooking. Shannon again towards Joe Royle. Playing much wider down the wings in this second half. There's Royle trying to get Brooking on his way. But foul there. get the impression that Joe Royle is playing a little more out to the wings, out on the wing, Kevin?
It seems that they've stopped it in the long ball up to him, and he's run into the space. And I think this is the answer against the Italians. Maybe anybody else, long ball's a good ball. But these fellas, they come right through on everything, and they get away with it. And it seems to me now they've settled down a better pattern of play, and we're starting to dominate the game. And the Italians have gone at the moment, completely.
Here's Royle. Roggi. Antagnoni. Hill fighting, and England winning with Trevor Brooking. Advantage played there, and the Italian number 10 getting a severe talking to from the referee as the game went on. A foul, yes, and a free kick. Foul on Mike Shannon.
Holding.
And this is the foul by the number 2, Roggi. Obstruction there on Trevor Brooking. Or was it Mike Shannon? Mike Shannon. Brooking with the free kick. Bellucci with a little touch there to Rocca. And stopped that time by Clement. Well, they let that one come through to Capello. Here's Causio. England leading by 3 goals to 2. Causio again. Graziani. Causio. Interesting little cross there towards Capello. Brooking after him. And finding Gordon Hill, but the ball out of play. A throw to the Italians.
Throw in.
Joe Corrigan hasn't had much to do, and in fact the Italians are wanting to bring on a substitute. In fact, there are 2 or 3 of them warming up on that far side. Number 15, who is Claudio Sala, and number 14, Zaccarelli, a midfield player.
Substitution for Italia. Number 15, Claudio
Sala is on, and Zaccarelli. Causio is going off. Man who caused England so many problems in the first half, and so too is Benetti,
Places
the number 4. So Causio and Benetti are off. Zaccarelli and Sala are on.
Number 14.
Well, Causio caused a lot of problems.
Zaccarelli.
Benetti was getting really stuck in. But they are now both off the field.
Romeo
Sala.
Benetti.
Clement gave it away. Push on Capello by Wilkins, free kick to Italy. Paquetti onto the far side there. Looks like they got 3 substitutes on. They got 13, 14 and 15 on. So Maldera, the defenders, on as well. Towers. Shannon. Wilkins. Nice play by England. Royle. Touch again for Shannon. Clement on the far side. The crowd openly applauding this bit of England play now. Wilkins. Hill jostled off the ball by Rocca. And a throw to England.
Throw in. Clement.
And Roggi is the other Italian player who's gone. Another free kick to England.
Pushing.
Quarter of an hour of the second half gone. England coming back from 2-0 down to lead this game at Yankee Stadium by 3 goals to 2. And here come Italy again. The number 15, Sala. Stopped there as England break it up once more. And not offside. A ridiculous decision by the American linesman on the far side. He was in fact not in line with the play, and Royle was a good 2 yards onside when that flag went up. Zaccarelli, the long ball forward. A free kick, I think, been given. And Zaccarelli, no, it's Capello who's going to take it. Sala on the ball now. And a good, strong, positive challenge there by Mick Mills for England. Well, they've got them all stretched out now, and Brooking making a run, but Paquetti was back. Well, you don't very often get Italian defences stretched out quite like that, but they've been absolutely stunned and thrown off balance by this marvellous England comeback in the opening quarter of an hour of this second half. In goes Clement first. Now here's Wilkins. There's the long ball. And again, my impression was that Hill was not offside. He's put the ball in the net, but he's offside. Linesman flag was up. And that must have been a hairline decision. Well, let's have a look at that one again. As it's given away, the ball comes through from Butch Wilkins. Well, of course, it's impossible to say.
Handball.
A free kick to Italy for the handball by Tony Towers. Antonioni's going to take it. Played short. Brooking doing the challenging on Sala. Goal kick.
Goal kick.
Well, even a few cries of England, England coming up now, and on the far side of Yankee Stadium, one or two Union Jacks being waved as Mick Mills takes it up again for England. Here's Wilkins. Hill, stopped that time by Rocca. There's Shannon, scorer of 2 of the England goals, playing a real captain's part there. Brooking, who's had a very fine second half indeed, and a lot of space on the far side for England. Towers and Clement are over there. Towers at the moment. There's a little chip from him. Gordon Hill trying to lift himself there, and Thorpe had to get down on the line. That was almost in for number 4. Lovely bit of play here by Tony Towers, playing the Italians at their own game. Delightful cross there. Hill really getting up, and Zoff getting down. Now Doyle. Played for Dave Clement. Royal trying to get away from that defender and doing it well. A lovely pass there for Towers. There's Hill going in again. Rocca beating him to it. And away come the Italians again. Played inside toward Graziani. Doyle was there, free kick given. Foul on the Italian, who's squaring up to Doyle, and Doyle won't have any of that. So a free kick. That was the challenge. And the ball now in that area. And Mills gets it away.
Charging.
Brooking with the free kick. Look at the space on the far side there to Tony Towers. Played inside this time for Clement. Antonioni. Paquetti. And Zaccarelli playing the ball forward here now for the number 15, Sala. Now to the number 14, Zaccarelli again. Played this time for Pulici, in behind the England defence there. Brilliant bit of covering though by Mick Mills. The danger not away. Floated in and knocked away by Dave Clement, Tony Towers, and now to Trevor Brooking. Shannon making a good deep run, well timed. And a corner for England. Shannon fell on that red shale and probably grazed his knee pretty badly. Well, certainly American fans in this massive Yankee Stadium are getting a real taste of the thrills of football. Here's the run by Shannon. And as the tackle goes in, you'll see that Mike Shannon falls on that shale. As I say, in this magnificent stadium that cost £50 million to refurbish, was only finished last April.
The Cosmos return to Yankee
They're really
Stadium.
getting a taste of what football thrills are about, and it's Shannon okay to go on. A corner for England, which Trevor Brooking will float into that Italian goal now.
June 18th.
Mills coming up fast. Good bit of timing there by Mills. Shaking off the challenge, getting the cross in. Doyle with a header. Royal trying a backward kick. Dangerous play. Free kick to the Italians. Well, the Italian manager wasn't wrong when he says that we respect any side that England put into the field, whether they appear to be a strong side or whether they don't. Dino Zoff with the free kick for Italy. England still leading by 3-2 after being 2 down at half-time. Halfway through the second half now. Severo challenge there, which had the England bench on their feet. It's Tony Towers who is the man, and a yellow card given to Graziani. I think we've got to watch for now, Kevin, that some of the tackling is going to get a little bit heavy from the frustrated Italians.
Yeah, they're all well and good when they're on top, but they don't like being behind, and they'll do anything to get back in the game. And I think the lads have got to keep the cool, keep the calm, because remember, we've got to go over to Rome and play Italy in November, and we don't want to stir anything up, make it any harder than it's already going to be. And I think the lads have been told this by the boss. I know they have, in fact, and they're doing great because they spit at you, they kick you, they do anything, and they've just got to keep the calm. They're doing it brilliant.
Facchetti for Italy at the moment. Zaccarelli, the number 14. Here's Mills, who's had a storming second half since he came on as substitute for Phil Neal. Royal has had a much better half, but that didn't come off for him there. Pulici's pass didn't look like reaching his man. Doyle closing very quickly, and on the far side, the number 13 and defender, Maldira, with Tony Towers still off the field. Now he's on again. I don't think he probably got the referee's permission to come back on. He's on now, and a free kick to the Italians. So a free kick to Italy on the far side, floated in deep there. Capello's right up there. Joe Corrigan, a good safe catch.
Save.
And the ball won't stay in. Bellucci, the number 5, with it.
Throw in.
Rocker. Hill taking it off him. Here's Brooking. Again, spreading it wide to the far side to Shannon. Clement. It's gone past Anadoni. Still Clement. A little chip there towards Joe Royal, and up gets Joe, but in fact Bellucci got up higher.
Corner kick.
So a corner for England.
Brooking.
Brooking with the corner. Loaded in again. And away it goes from the Italians. And Dave Clement chasing it out there for England. A careful pass back to Joe Corrigan. 20 minutes to go. Towers onside. Joe Royal's all right. Oh, goodness, he put his flag up. He put his flag up, the American linesman on the far side, about 5 seconds late, and was ignored quite rightly by the German referee. Number 14 now, Zaccarelli. So the number 15, Zala. Pulici beaten away again by the England defence that's playing so well in this second half. Wilkins now to Mills. Shannon in a lot of space on the far side if Mills can pick him up, and that's what he's done. Brought down, unashamedly brought down, Twickenham style. Free kick to England. They really make no bones about it. This is pure Twickenham. as he has a little tug and brings him down. Free kick right on the edge of the area. Hill and Brooking are over there.
Direct.
Royal, Shannon, Bill Thompson's come up again. Right across the face of that goal and behind. Notice that Gordon Hill was practicing free kicks from all angles in training yesterday. The Italian bench with plenty to wonder about, most of all as to whether they can get an equaliser in the 19 minutes that remain. Antonioni. Through for Capello. This could be dangerous. Graziani's there, but he's offside.
Offside.
Whistles from the Italian spectators who are behind the goal. How on earth they could tell, I don't know. But there is obviously still a lot of danger in this Italian side. Got some marvellous players like Pulici and Capello, Graziani, who's already scored twice. Well, Pulici backing hard into Dave Clement there, and Clement being told by the bench right close by him to get in hard himself.
Throw in.
A throw to England. Tony Towers with it. Maldera. Bellugi. And Wilkins, very tight in there. Zaccarelli with the shot, and Corrigan very carefully behind it. Here's Brooking.
Zaccarelli.
Royal nodding it down. Wilkins trying to scamper after it and find Towers. Does so. Clement on the far side. Towers. Phil Thompson. Well, that was a strange ball from him, a player who'll never let you down, Phil Thompson, so dependable and reliable. And really that's what England are going to need now in the 16 minutes or so that remains to hold on to this 3-2 lead. Mills, a beautiful ball now for Gordon Hill. Rocker's right after him, and he's got a corner, or has he got a free kick? Free kick. As Kevin Keegan was saying, the Italians beginning to give the ball away a bit now as well. Clearly being rattled right out of their stride by that tremendous burst by England early in the second half that brought 3 goals. Brooking now, quickly taking that free kick. Sala now, playing the ball forward to Antonioni. Offside against Graziani. Not happy with that American linesman's decision. But it'll be a free kick, whether he likes it or not. Clement. Thompson. Joe Royal nodding it down for Wilkins. Played there for Shannon. Inside this time, and a good one there for Towers. Hill's right there, busying himself again, looking for a chance to get a shot in. Flicked with the outside of his boot, offside on the far side. Free kick to Italy. Mills in first, they've given it away again. Here's Hill. Still Hill, but Bellugi was the barrier that time. Hill might have passed it just a little quicker than that. And here come The Italians again with Maldera. Zala. That's Corrigan's.
Shot
Clements.
taken by
Shannon.
Maldera.
Royal being watched by Belugi. Shannon. Brooking outside him, a beautiful ball there again. England making all the running at the moment. A long cross there, but Zoff's catch before Joe Royal could get it.
By Brooking.
Zala. There's the cross coming in. Doyle heading it away well. Here's Mills. And this time Towers. Royal. Leaving it for Shannon. Look at the space here for Brooking. Dave Clement coming up fast. There's a deflection that might find Shannon, but no. Pulici to the number 14, Zaccarelli. On the far side, this dangerous defender who comes forward into dangerous positions, Rocca. But he's given it away again to Tony Towers. Clement playing it wide. Capello's coming in hard. The linesman flagging a free kick given. Oh, ridiculous. Well, that is ridiculous. Antonioni has butted Tony Towers, and Tony Towers is being given the yellow card. Well, that absolutely astonishes me. Whether he did something to the Italian number 10 before that incident, but the Italian number 10 came across and butted him into touch. Now, he's getting the... Now, he's put his red card out. There's a yellow card for Antonioni as well. Antonioni with the shot. Oh, and it just went past the post. From Graziani. Well, that was an untidy bit of play. Antonioni with the pass come shot and flicked just wide of that England post. So England still leading by 3 goals to 2, 11 minutes left, and a lot of football to be played. Famous New York Yankees organ was beginning to drum up a little more emotion still. But it's now Italy with Maldera being roared on by the huge Italian crowd here now, looking for that equalizer. But it's Clement for England on the far side. Towers. Wilkins. Great space again on that far side for Shannon, showing all the acceleration in the world. Look at this for a run by Shannon. Oh, and he hit the post. Well, he left them for dead there with a tremendous burst of pace by the England skipper, Mike Shannon. Scott Maldera beaten all the way. Soft comes out, pass off, against the post, a corner. Which Gordon Hill will take. Played wide this time. It'll come for Brooking. There's another Brooking cross. Hands off. Rocca now for Italy. 10 minutes to go. Capello. As Italy come forward again to the number 14, Zaccarelli. Played into space there. Interesting ball there. England have got to get this one away. And Dave Clement got it away for them.
Kick.
It'll be a throw on the far side, and a little contingent of British supporters in the crowd there won't give the ball back. Mind you, in baseball, when the ball goes into the crowd, the ball is kept by the lucky person who catches it. Now, whether they feel that the same thing applies here or not, I don't know. I think we might well have to get a substitute ball. Certainly, it just adds to the tension. We've got a substitute ball. That's what happens at Yankee Stadium when the baseball is hit into the crowd. The catcher keeps it, and it seems it happens here in football as well. Well, now we've got it back. It's a throw. Antognoni is going to take it. Zala showing a lot of delicate skills. Zaccarelli, Pulici over the top. Goal kick.
Shot
8 minutes to go.
by Pulici.
Joe Corrigan with the kick for England. Royal getting up well. Gordon Hill trying to turn the ball, but Rocker was there. Capello being challenged, but had skill enough to get out of it. Zaccarelli to Capello. As the blue shirts come forward again. Zala now to Antognoni. Shot cannoned off his own player, and England gratefully get it away. Aldera, Facchetti, Antognoni. Trying to get into a shooting position. Corrigan save.
Saved by Corrigan.
Well, this Antognoni has shown tremendous skill here tonight. A bit of temperament as well. Good save. There's the corner coming in. And England desperate to get this one away. Still can't do it. Zala trying to get it in. Phil Thompson gave England a little bit of relief. But everybody bar Dino's off now, well inside the England half of the field, as the Italians come hounding for an equaliser. 7 minutes to go. Zala again. And again England somehow get it away. And it's Shannon bringing it away. Towers. Royal offside. 6 minutes to go. Do you fancy us to hang on to this 3-2, Kevin?
Well, the way it's going, Brian, I can see us improving it, because the Italians are starting to push up and pushing Facchetti forward, whatever his name is, and a couple of others. And I think we could catch him on the break. I wouldn't be surprised with a 4-2 win here, but definitely we'll hold on to it. We're more composed, more relaxed. The Italians are getting flustered. The pressure's on them now, and they're not so good. Not so good at all.
Now here's Butch Wilkins, who's been very good indeed. To Mick Mills, who's had a grand second half. Back to Joe Corrigan. The Italian crowd don't like that, but that's not going to worry Mick Mills, and it certainly won't worry Joe Corrigan. Capello. Doyle carefully back again to his Manchester City teammate Joe Corrigan. Capello. Shannon. Now Zaccarelli. Rocker's made a run and Brooking stopped him. Hill couldn't quite get it. Brooking gets it back again. A neat turn and he's away once more with the Italian after him, the linesman flagging, and a free kick to England. Whalen, the referee from West Germany, making sure that it's taken from the right spot. As a train roars through the Bronx on the far side of this stadium, Mick Mills with the free kick for England. Towards Joe Royal, and it nearly came to him. A little bit of pushing and shoving there by Joe Royal on the way. And here come Italy through their number 10, Antognoni. Pulici trying to flick it on, trying to get the return as well, does so. Pulici with a shot way over. His teammates hold their heads in their hands. A nice little 1-2 played here, in fact, by the Italians. Pulici getting a yard and then blasting it high. The shot of a desperate forward. 3-2 to England. On my watch, a matter of 3.5 minutes to go. And I think the referee will probably add on a little bit for injury and also a little bit for the time it's taken to get the ball back to the crowd. A push by Balugi on Royal, and another free kick for England, which I don't suppose they'll be in a great hurry to take. But they have indeed, as Brooking finds Phil Thompson. Butch Wilkins, a brilliant first international for him. England's throw. Dave Clement with it. Paquetti. Tony Towers getting his head to it. A throw now to Italy. Sala with it. Antagnoni. Still Antagnoni. Paquetti right up there amongst the attackers now. And a free kick to Italy, and this could be a very dangerous position indeed for England. 2.5 minutes to go. Kevin Keegan saying that the number 10, Antagnoni, is the man who will probably take it. A man who's got a tremendous free kick. And the ball will hustle off that baseball diamond. The England wall is facing him. Antagnoni and Maldera, the defenders, are the men behind it. Antagnoni now with a kick. Just past the post. Frightened the life out of every England supporter here in the Yankee Stadium when they got past the wall. And then tremendous relief as it in fact just goes wide of the post.
A reminder, the scoreboard clock is not official. And no
1.5 minutes to go now.
At the end of the game. Thank you.
England there, first with Wilkins. Offside against Gordon Hill.
Offside.
Italians desperate to do everything quickly now. Paquetti's long free kick. Phil Thompson's header. Butch Wilkins diving in there too. Didn't make a contact. Here's Rocker. Sala. Little early cross there. Wilkins. Rocker again with a short deflection. And Corrigan pouncing on the ball.
Saved by Corrigan.
Inside the last minute of the game. Well, it was in the last minute of the game that the disaster hit England in Los Angeles last Sunday when they lost to Brazil after playing so well. Let's hope, for England's sake at any rate, that they can hold on now. Royal doing well. Wilkins getting in there well too. Still with Wilkins, and now here's Rocker. He comes out at such a pace out of defence, this number 3. And the Italians have got 2, 4, 5 men right up there. Antagnoni now. The last seconds of the game. England leading by 3 goals to 2. Chip on the far side. And Shannon back there to knock it towards touch for England. Doyle, the hefty kick upfield. They've really given everything here tonight, particularly in this second half, England. Here's Paquetti, though, for Italy. It's not over yet. Another cross coming sailing into that England 6-yard area. Mills couldn't get to it, but Corrigan. Oh, Corrigan's lost it! No, disallowed. Disallowed. Paquetti had it in the back of the net. Goal disallowed, and the play is on the way again. And England are attacking with Gordon Hill. That was a clever piece of play there by Brooking. Oh, there's a fight going on there between Clement and one of the Italians, Paquetti. And the play going on the other side of the field. The goal disallowed for an infringement there on Corrigan.
Stay off the field.
And still Paquetti is arguing with the referee.
Remain in your seats.
A throw
Do not go on the field.
on the far side. We're well into injury time, and a throw to England. Shannon trying to make something of it. But the Italians coming away again. Here's Pulici. The last second of the game as Clement goes in hard on the tackle. Wilkins nicks it away. The tackles are flying in there now. Zala, one England player is down. And Zala going on. until in the end Mick Mills comes in there and gets it away once more. Thompson's right there, and again Mick Mills gets it away for England. Referee telling everybody to calm down. One or two nasty tackles going on off the ball at the moment, and Joe Royle in an offside position as Rocker comes right back. Well, it's chaos out there at the moment. Dave Clement is the injured man. May have been a bit of cramp, Kevin Keegan suggests, but we're really in the last seconds of the game now. And England are almost there. Brooking, brought down by a terrible tackle there by Bellucci. It's got to be a yellow card, and he's lucky that it's not worse. That was a blatant, cold-blooded tackle there by the Italian number 5 on Trevor Brooking. And the sooner the referee blows this whistle and brings this to an end now, the better. Mills for England. Hit long and safe down the touchline. Royle is after it, covered by Bellucci. But Royle gets it, Hill keeps it in play. Still in play. Deep cross onto the far side, and now apparently the linesman on the far side says it's out of play. So it'll be a goal kick. We've played nearly 3 minutes of injury time. Surely there can't be much more. Referee looking at his watch again. England are almost there. For what really would be a great psychological victory with these World Cup qualifying games coming up. There's Gordon Hill making a break from deep and Rocker going with him. And now the Italians coming away again. Again the referee looking at his watch. Again he's looking at his watch. The last seconds of a very, very exciting game here at Yankee Stadium, and England have won it. 3-2 after being 2 goals down. Graziani scoring 2 in the first half. England coming back brilliantly. 2 by Shannon, 1 by Phil Thompson to score a truly remarkable victory. A final verdict from Kevin Keegan.
Well, I think everybody said, you know, lambs to the slaughter and it's not the best side, but I think we proved that we got a good squad of players, all genuine players who work hard. And I think they kept the cool tremendous, especially the last 10 minutes when they were really provoked. And I think it's been a great credit to the squad, and we're all made up, obviously, for them. Brilliant.
Well, there we have a view of Kevin Keegan. Now let's get a view from the England manager, Don Revie, talking to John Bromley.
I think we'd all like to know, Don, what you said to the boys at half-time.
Well, I thought we just instantly go away first half. It unsettled them a little because we had young Butch Wilkins in at 19, Tony Towers, Gordon Hill, Jimmy Rimmer for his first game, and Joe Corrigan second half. And I thought we'd played reasonably well, but the Italians looked really good, I must admit, in the first half hour, and they possibly deserved the 2-goal lead. But this game, 1 minute you're up and 1 minute you're down. Sunday night we were down because we lost against Brazil, and tonight we're a little bit more pleased. But what a set of characters.
What actually did you say at half-time to get them come out like that? 3 goals in 8 minutes.
I felt that we were letting them, our 2 central defenders and full-backs were marking, one full defenders were marking 1 front player, and Mick Doyle was supposed to pick up the number 9 as a good player, and Phil Thompson play off him. We got it sorted out at half-time, and fair credit to them. We got the goal we need right after half-time to lift us.
What about Mike Shannon's second goal, the third goal for England?
Well, he was unlucky he didn't get hat-trick, but to be skipping and win 3-2 after being 2 down, I'm delighted for all of them, because they've all worked hard all the trip.
One of the best wins abroad for England?
Well, I wouldn't know that, because I think...
in your time?
In my time, without any shadow of doubt. They should have had possibly a draw on Sunday, but this is made up for it tonight.
And what about the team on Monday, Don, for Team America? You made changes?
I'll have to wait and see how everybody is. We've got a few knocks. Phil Neal got a nasty gash on the shin, and there's 1 or 2 knocks, and we'll have to wait and see.
And what about, are you happy now about the Finland match?
No, I'll only be out after we actually get the result there, if possible.
Well, congratulations, Don, and well played.
Yes, indeed.
In New York, we are sure that you enjoyed it. And now, from all of us here in New York, remember there's more England soccer on ITV on Monday night at 10:15 when England take on America and Pele. I hope you'll join us for that. From here now, it's good night. I'll do the closing sound link again after this last credit, okay? So there we are, the views of a delighted Don Revie after an astonishing night of football here in the Yankee Stadium in New York. England really superb.